Sorry about that, guys. He hit the button.
It was my
I
fault,
have
of
the
course.
move. It's totally his
It was
fault.
my fault, of course.
It was his. What? It was your fault.
That's what I said. Of
You
course.
literally hit the button.
I said, of course.
Now the comments are gone. Put your comments back up there, guys. I can't see your comments now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Now everything's gone. Now we're talking to nothing.
Boom, boom, boom. Wow. All right, you gonna pick it back up?
I can't. They're not watching.
No, we're still doing the podcast though.
Okay.
You gonna clap again?
No. We're back.
Okay.
Apologize. He has to apologize.
It's like the Bad Boys 2 movies. Like apologize to that man. Apologize.
Excuse me, you hit the finish button.
You ever seen that?
I can't believe you just ended our broadcast.
You ever seen that movie? That scene in that movie?
I'm so upset right now.
Where
y'all see my face?
It's a growth opportunity.
Is it?
Yes.
It's a growth opportunity. Explain that to me.
So there's something that is said in life is that most things in life really are not that important.
Okay, I'm feeling that.
And so what you have to do when you find things that trigger you or that something happens and it really upsets you, you have to remind yourself, in the grand scheme of things, is it really that important? Is it so important that you need to be upset for the next 30 minutes?
No.
Do you need to spoil your entire podcast and your live stream on YouTube because you got upset because somebody touched the wrong button inadvertently?
No.
So here we are.
Here we are.
We are joyfully married after almost 32 years.
So
we are doing our live stream.
And we hit the button.
We hit the wrong button.
Now we're back.
Our audience forgives us.
Okay.
Some people decided to do something else. Some people decided to come back. Some people will watch it again on the replay. Some people will never see it again. And you know, all of it is completely fine because my God loves me.
All right. So what would your relationship?
My Tracy loves me.
I do, baby.
And my birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday, baby.
And I have a beautiful family.
You do. And
I have so many things to be thankful and to be grateful for. I wake up every day in gratitude that I thank the higher power for the breath in my lungs.
Okay.
The lights are on in my house.
Yes, sir.
The refrigerator is stocked, full.
I do need gas in my car.
Overflowing.
I just didn't.
And I have 2 sons and 2 daughters that can put gas in her car if I don't get to it.
I like that.
You see?
I like that.
The cup is pressed down, shaken together, running over everywhere you look. And so when you think about it, it's just nothing to be upset about.
It's just not. So what we might do is just hang out a little longer this evening and continue to talk about it. That'll be your punishment.
Oh, this is my punishment. Oh.
Hey. So what we're talking about this evening is what would your relationship look like if it was perfect?
What would it look like?
Let's see
if
what it would
perfect.
Look like. So
it would look like he not pushing the button if it was perfect because his imperfect self inadvertently ended the show when Tracy was on a deep run.
I was into
you were in the groove.
I was into it.
You were vibing. But you know what Rafiki said?
What'd he say?
He said, doesn't matter, is it the past?
Oh my God.
Look how we blessing Ahaya.
Ahaya blessed me.
Ahaya blessed B.
Congratulations.
Look, newlywed game, man, let me tell you. We have been there. Just keep
hang
going.
In there. The first year is the worst.
Keep going, right? Look.
Living for me. Oh, I like that. It's fine. I came back. I have 0 people in my life. We're going to be here every Monday night at 8 o'clock living for me.
That's right. That's
okay?
Right. That's where we are.
Don't even worry about it. This is where we're going to be.
So, were you going to finish your...
I was just going to recap so we know where we said perfect relationship partners are totally compatible. These are all myths, guys.
The myths of a perfect relationship.
The second myth is that perfect relationship partners have equal appetites.
Okay, number 2.
That's not going to happen for you.
Okay.
The third myth is great partners always put their relationships first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth myth is great partners are never attracted to anyone else.
No.
No.
And that's where we stopped.
No. Yes, share it on out, y'all. Share it on out. Let everybody know we're here.
Heath and Tracy out here.
Heath and Tracy out here.
Doing the live stream.
Doing the live show. This is a new show for us.
Yes.
So that's probably why not that many people are here. This
It's
not
all
a big
good.
deal for us. We're
It's
still
all-
recording our podcast.
It's all good.
So we just want you to join us while we do it. We have so much to share.
31 and 2/3 years of marriage. We're also certified marriage counselors. We have also reared 4 adult children. We are also tech workers.
Yeah, we have full-time jobs.
We are many things and have done many things. And they say that people are the sum total of their life experiences.
Yeah,
And so Queen
yeah.
Tracy and I bring a lot of life experiences and things that we have to share and bless people with. And so we are just happy that our audience is here with us on this journey.
So we were finishing up our discussion around not of us being attracted to other people and
Okay.
it not being a deal breaker,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Remember I was saying that I'm not his type.
32 years, but she's not my type.
I do it for him,
Yeah, yes, you do that.
but I'm not his type.
Okay.
It's a difference, and I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I'm fine with it. It doesn't move me. It doesn't bother me.
Mhm.
I think it's kind of cute, you know, because it just tells me how special I am.
Yes, you are so special, baby.
Oh, okay, thank you. Even though I'm a little miffed, you hit the finish button.
She wanted to go. She wanted to go. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Your partner is going to be attracted to somebody else from time to time. It does not mean anything's wrong with the relationship. Just understand they know where to come home and get it. Okay? What's the 5th myth?
Perfect relationships do not have serious conflicts.
Yeah, it's interesting. We did a TikTok recently and we told people how we've been married 31 years. And like, how can you tell anybody anything? You ain't been through nothing, and divorced people can tell you. Da, da, da. And I was like, 31 years of marriage and we ain't been through nothing.
Oh.
So we call our podcast
Mhm.
Joyfully Married After.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not similar to Happily Married After, like most people think.
Well, break it down for the people, Miss Tracy, so they can understand.
I'm telling them. Joyfully Married After is after everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
After everything you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
We are still here.
Still here, still
The key
standing,
word,
still joyful.
joyful, is
Right.
permanent.
Yep.
Happily is a temporary state of being. When you are happy, it's just for a moment.
Yeah, because you can be happy today, but not tomorrow.
Right. Joy is permanent.
All the time.
So that's why we say joyfully married after.
And that's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
Because we joyful every day.
So successful relationship partners always have conflicts.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're always growing.
Mm-hmm.
We're always changing.
The agitation.
I tell people all the time, I am not the woman he married 31 years ago.
And I'm definitely not the guy she
He is
married.
not the dude.
Right.
He is not.
Because what happens is during the course of marriage, what you learn is that you grow and you evolve.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure that you're on one accord so that growth can happen together. Now it doesn't always necessarily, it's not always necessarily congruent. But what you want is to make sure that both of you are evolving and you're essentially becoming the person that you need to become.
Right.
For your mate, that future version of them.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what you are seeing and witnessing in the relationship that Trace and I have today, right? And so there were bumps and bruises and disagreements and arguments and frustrations and all of those things, right? But we made the decision that we were going to stay married and that we were going to figure it out and that we were going to work toward our North Star of being joyful every day. And so that took work and that takes continuous maintenance, and it's not easy.
Right.
But neither is being single.
Right.
Neither is
challenges to everything.
Else in life.
It's challenges to everything. I think it's interesting when people say, "Oh, I don't want to deal with them issues." Like, you ain't got issues if you single. You gonna have issues, you know.
I don't know no married people that ain't got issues.
I don't know no single people that ain't got issues.
Oh,
and I really wish, I want to take a moment to say this. I really wish we would stop putting these two communities against each other.
Right.
We don't have anything against people who choose to be single.
No problem with that.
We don't care, y'all.
You've never been married. You're divorced.
Don't want to be
You
married.
divorced multiple times.
Don't want a man. Don't want a woman. That's who cares?
We are advocates of marriage.
Right, and that's what we're talking about.
And that's what we talk about.
Exactly.
Don't twist that into we got issues with single people.
No, we don't think anything's wrong with single people. You know, and let's keep it real. There are single people out here that don't know how to get a partner. Let's just keep it real. I sit down and TikTok, people lost their minds. It's real, y'all. People really don't know how to find someone else. I know people that ask me, help me. I'm like, I can't, I'm not, that's not what I do.
And real talk, double clicking into that, right? What you will discover, especially those folks like Ahaya and other people who are married or newly married, what you'll discover is that you have to evolve, and you have to look at yourself, and you have to work on yourself.
Yep.
Right? Because what happens many times is that people split up and then they go and find another mate, and then they have the same kind of issues because they never fixed what was going on the last time. Right?
It's gonna stick right there with you.
So what did it say? I'm starting with the man in the mirror. That is so true for everything that you do in life, right? It's all about you and the improvements that you need to make to become the version of yourself that is going to bless yourself.
Exactly. You're not going to attract what you need if you don't even know what you need. You're not going to attract it. It's not going to happen. So in a marriage, you have to think the same way.
Right.
If you are constantly belittling your man, if you're constantly telling your woman she's not who you thought she was, that's not going to end up well. It's just not going to end up well, y'all.
Yeah.
You know?
Use your sweet words.
Edify, uplift, or keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. Call those things that be not as though they were.
What's the last myth of a perfect marriage?
Perfect relationship partners are always on the same team.
Ooh, so what this means is, yes, compatibility is important.
Right.
But there also is a sense of like competition sometimes, right? I like to think of it sometimes with job or income. I think it happens a lot with income in marriages. Naturally, men think, oh, I'm supposed to be the breadwinner. I'm supposed to be making all the money and everything. I don't want her making more money than me, right? But successful relationships partner love within that.
Absolutely.
Right? Yep. And they also want to see you win. If I love you, right, and I know you might be doing a little bit better than I am right now, I still want you to win, because what happens when you win?
We win.
We win. You know,
we're on the same team.
It's fun. It sparks like a playfulness in your relationship if you just let that flow.
Right.
You know, it's so funny. For I guess about 10 years of our marriage.
20.
Was it 20 years?
Probably.
No.
Close to 20.
No, baby.
Close to 20 years.
No,
what are you talking about? You making more money than me?
Yeah.
Probably about 20 years.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
About 10 years of our marriage, I made significantly more money than he did.
About 20 years.
And it was all cool. It was good.
It was good.
It was good because I didn't disrespect him.
Yeah.
In that moment, I didn't expect anything different from him.
Right.
I didn't say anything like, you need to keep up with me. You need to have the same income as me.
What you doing?
We were building a life together.
Yeah.
We were building a life together. And y'all, that flipped on a dime. I'm talking, it flipped in less than 6 months. Threefold. 6 months, boom, it was different. So be aware that just because it looks like this right now does not mean it's going to look like this forever.
And what's so powerful about that is that we both had the open mindset, right? And to Tracy's point, that we were all about the team of Heath and Tracy.
That's it.
Right? And whatever is good for you,
it's good for me.
It's good for me. And if it's good for me, it's good for her.
Right.
So that's how we roll.
So that's how you want to think of it. That is the last myth. Perfect relationship partners are always on the same team. Thank you so much for listening. What y'all think about that? Without Heath pushing a finish button.
Did y'all like the Did y'all like the podcast?
Oh my
We're
gosh.
gonna get into our comments now.
Oh my gosh. Blessings of y'all. Congratulations on your marriage. Understand that the first year. Okay. Here we go. Understand that the first year is the most difficult. That you have so much more coming to your marriage. Take it day by day, right? And let the grow love and change. You will be different people every year.
Yep.
When a challenge hits, push through it and look for support upon people that support you. Don't tell nobody else your business either. It's none of theirs. It's none of their business.
If you got issues with your spouse, then work it out with your spouse.
That's with your spouse and maybe a counselor.
I heard somebody say, yeah, the only third party you need to be talking to is a certified counselor.
Okay. That's all, Living for Me says, I'm going to put this back up here. It says, sounds like both individuals need to be willing to let the other grow. Oh my gosh, that is such a good point. Everybody grows. If you don't grow, you do what?
You
die. Yeah, you die. So wherever that growth is, whenever that growth is, just because you might not be moving at the same time they are, doesn't mean a thing. Like I told you, I was the quote unquote breadwinner for 20 years. I didn't do anything about it. I just kept winning the bread. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, this is what it is.
Right.
It literally flipped on a dime. I was laid off in September, and he got a new job paying him triple in February.
Yeah. But I want to double click on the point that you're making, baby, about what you were doing when you were winning the bread, right? And one of the reasons that you were able to win the bread and have the mindset of going out there and doing the things was because I was taking on a lot of responsibility for the children.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so the point is that we were operating as a team.
You weren't sulking.
Moving toward a goal, and I wasn't feeling a certain type of way and hating on you and feeling a certain way. It was like, as a man, you're like, hey, you making more money than me. Right? But at the same time, it's like, man, this is so awesome. Like my wife's able to go out and do these things, and I got the house on lock, and the kids are good, and she's good, and I'm good, and we keep it moving.
Yeah, I mean, let me be honest. There were times where I was like, oh, I wish it wasn't me. But you have to understand that you have to do what your family needs.
Right.
Forget how you feel sometimes. I say this to my kids all the time. My kids are grown, and they want an opinion about stuff. And I tell them, you know what? I'm done with your opinions. This is my opinion, right? So, because I've done that. I've done that, and I got us through that, and here we are. Here we are. Let's see here. What's another comment? Oh, thank you. Yeah, girl, share this live out. Share it out. Share it out, Haya. Let's see. Oh, I like this one.
That's boss right there.
What does it say?
Right. I was a wife before I got married.
Yeah.
See, what's so powerful about that is Yah has the self-awareness and the understanding of being a whole person, being a complete person, working on herself, being prepared to receive and being able to be that wife that she needs to be for the husband that was to come, right? Having the vision, right? Calling those things that be not as though they were, being a complete self of a vessel so that she was ready.
And she was able to receive. If you aren't ready, you can't receive it. And I can't say I was a wife. I can't.
You had a lot of wifely characteristics that you maybe didn't know that was put in you with your mom, your grandmother.
That's true. I can see that, but I can't say I was. I wasn't the type of person that grew up thinking about weddings and getting married, and I wasn't. That wasn't me. Yeah. So I can't honestly say no. That's not true, baby. I remember our first year of marriage. You told me you thought you were betrayed.
But no.
What'd you say?
No. That was
we were in our first house.
I was talking about when we were having like argument spells and that kind of thing, and I was talking about your Latin hot fire streak.
Oh.
And I was saying that I thought you were just like a regular sister. Like I didn't know you had all this like Caribbean blood and all this stuff happening. So that's what you will remember.
Okay.
But the other point I wanted to call out was that you also had coaching.
Oh, I
right?
did.
And
I
so
did.
there's something to be said. I'm sure Ahaya and other people will say that, hey, I had that aunt, I had that mother,
Yeah.
I had that person that I looked to that gave me information and advice around how to be better, how to be more prepared, mindsets that you have to have in order to be a wife and not just a woman.
Yeah, you have to seek it out if you don't
Hmm.
have those examples or you
Hmm.
haven't lived with those examples of all your aunts and your mom, your grandmother, if everyone was
Hmm.
single the whole time. You have to seek out people
Hmm.
who haven't had the experience of a marriage, has
Hmm.
had the experience of a long relationship,
Right.
and see what they say about it.
Hmm.
Understand that people have divorced.
Yeah.
I know people that have divorced.
Hmm.
They get it to a certain point,
Hmm.
but at some point they made a different choice.
Hmm.
And they made a different choice because they felt like they didn't have any other choice.
Hmm.
Or they made a different choice out of selfishness.
Hmm. Or the person that they were dealing with was just in some crazy situations.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there's always a reason.
Right.
So what you have to do is seek out people that have the situation that you want to have,
Hmm.
right? Let's see what's. Oh yeah, girl, 20 years, it's coming. 20 years, it'll be here before you know it. It'll be here before you know it. And yes, teamwork is very important.
Make the dream
Hey
work.
Russ, welcome. Good evening. Good evening,
My man
Russ.
Russ, it's been a minute.
So good to see you.
Always good to see you,
And
Russ.
see, how it tells you. Yes, my grandmother showed me.
Yep.
That is perfect.
Hmm.
That is perfect. You're seeking wise counsel,
Hmm.
as they say.
Yes, yes, very
As they
important.
say, wise counsel.
Very, very important. Shout out to all the grandmas out here in the stratosphere, showing the young ladies how to do that deal.
Oh gosh. Well, we are so thankful that
Yes.
you joined us this evening.
Hmm.
Oh, Russell, thank you. Wait a minute now.
Ru-
Super chat.
okay, Russ, we
Okay, Russ,
appreciate you,
thank you for
man.
the super chat. We
Shout out to him.
appreciate it. Shout out.
Shout out to my man Russell.
Yes, yes. Now, if you find you want a little bit more information about us, heathandtracy.com is where you find it. We've got a download there, and it's called Foundational Legacy Living.
Yes.
Okay? Can't miss it. Go to our website, Foundational Legacy Living is a download.
It's designed for
Building
couples.
your legacy, and it's designed for couples.
Hmm.
If you don't build your vision, if
Hmm.
you're not going to meet your goals. It's going to be regretful. You have to do that. Building your vision serves as a tremendous resource, I think. It's going to eliminate any frustrations. It's going to help you establish meaning and direction in your relationship. And, maybe if you're new in a relationship, you just needed to, a little direction. Maybe you need to complete your vision. You don't want to go nowhere fast, guys.
Yeah.
So take a look at it. A lot of the things that you see there are things that we do. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ahaya. Bless you. Thank you so much. Go ahead and do that download. There's some worksheets in there right now,
Hmm.
and you can get those and follow those that we do. Either way, after completing some of those steps in building your legacy, you'll be able to establish your vision for your relationship. And it's things that Heath and I do on a regular basis.
Yeah, you got to have it in your mind's eye. You got to have your north star that you're marching towards, right? And when you're on one accord and you begin to write these
You
things
got to write it
down
down and
and
do it together.
work on that collectively.
Yeah.
No stopping you.
Yep.
Sky's the limit. But we appreciate you joining us this evening. We know you could have been doing
Yep.
an array of any other things, but you were here. We're grateful for your company. Let us know. Drop us a comment. And don't forget to hit that like button if you got anything out of this in terms of value tonight. And remember, stay connected. Stay connected to God, stay connected to your family, and stay connected to your spouse.
Or your significant other.
Love you.
Love you.
See you next time.